Hey everyone, Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I am back again to bring you guys a special new video. This time we're going to be talking about The Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do It. So let's get into it. Conjuring 3 was directed by Michael Chavez and written by James Wan and David Leslie Johnson McCormick, I think. I don't really know how to pronounce the last name, so I'm sorry if I butchered it. We also see the return of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga in their respective roles. And The Conjuring 3 is about Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are paranormal investigators. I'm assuming if you're watching The Conjuring 3, you have already seen the other ones, so you would know these characters and who they are. But they go and investigate a murder that may be linked to a demonic possession, of course, because that's what they do. So Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga do a good job in their roles in this one. And I thought that the writing was okay. I felt like there were some holes with the plot that I couldn't really stay invested in, and I also didn't really like the directing style, but that's because I just don't like this director. Michael Chavez is not great in my opinion. He directed The Curse of La Llorona, and we all know how that turned out. So, I mean, I know some people like that movie, but it got overall poor reviews from what I remember. I mean, it was bad. What I'm just telling you now, it was bad. Just don't even watch that one. It was awful. But this one, I don't really like the directing style, but it's not horrible. They do a good job at kind of emulating some other horror films like The Exorcist, and there's there's a scene in this movie that kind of reminds me of a scene that was in the movie Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. If you guys saw that from 2 years ago, I believe, 2019. If you guys saw that one, you would know what I'm talking about. When you watch this, there's a scene with like a bigger person and they're running and Anyway, so Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, they do an okay job in their respective roles at the best they can with this shoddy writing. But with that said, I don't really like how they focused the story on mostly about Ed and Lorraine Warren. And it's basically about them. I don't feel like this series should be centered around these two characters. I guess I'll go on a little bit of a rant. I mean, anybody that's been in the paranormal community at all, like, knows that these guys are hacks. Like, they are literally hacks. They scam people out of money. That's what they did for decades. They are full of shit, but yet we're still making movies based on their stupid lies. Like, this is literally probably some shit that they made up. It's literally some shit they made up. And I know that when you say it's based on a true story, it's kind of like loosely based on a true story. But I mean, if you're gonna have people that are like real life people and you say that this is like a story from them, this is like based on their story, then I mean, you would think that there would be some real elements other than the fact that this case happened in the media and they took the name from the news article about it or whatever. But I mean, there's so many problems with the way that they just did anything in their lives. It's like, come on, guys. I mean, it's a little entertaining, but I mean, we're on our third Conjuring movie and it's the basic same bullshit that we've seen in the other ones, just in this one, you know, and it's like, it's kind of getting old at this point. It really is. Kind of over the whole formula. I want them to kind of change it up a little bit and also get Michael Chavez out of the picture. Throw him to the side. Get him out of there. Curse of La Llorona, that shit was awful. You're going to deliver us that. You're going to literally throw that in our face and then come at us with something that you ripped off from another famous movie, bro? Like, come on. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I'll be honest, when I watched it, I was like half paying attention. I watched this at home, obviously, so I'm half paying attention, half watching, you know, the rap scene from Austin Powers Goldmember and listening to Eminem and FaceTiming and doing everything else because this movie can't even keep my attention half the time. And the stuff that can, it's like a rip-off of another movie. And I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, can they like be original? Like for once? And you think having James Wan actually like still attached to this entity, that like it wouldn't be so bad. I know that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this this video, because people just like fawn over the Conjuring movies, but I'm at a loss. I mean, this isn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the best, and it's not even close to the best Conjuring film. And I feel like they're just gonna keep going down this road with the Warren estate. They're just like taking their likeness. These people are probably still making money, like their estate is making money from this. You can't just like use somebody's likeness in a movie that's making millions of dollars without giving them something. So they're making out a little bit, even though they're not even alive anymore. And before I go, I just want to let you guys know that this isn't like a hit piece on the Warrens or the Conjuring entity or whatever. I just wanted to kind of like bring awareness to people who like may not know some of the things. Like they are like actually scam artists. Like I hope that you guys like are aware of that. From day one to now, they have been completely full of shit. Even in my review for the trailer, I told you guys that it was bullshit. It was going to be bullshit. And here we are. It's bullshit. There you have it. That was my review of The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. If you guys like this video and want to see more, check out the link down below for my Patreon, and also hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Stay safe, everybody.